那我们要去拿什么？还是要跟他交谈吗？在跟我吗？我该怎么
What needs
做
to be done?
Look, a military encampment's a complicated thing. I don't expect it to be as peaceful and orderly as Holy Mass. But what we have here now is havoc. The men are as nervous and short-tempered as caged bears. When you walk around the camps, you'll see for yourself. Grumbling everywhere, complaints about everything from the gruel to the fleas. They're moaning they've drunk the alehouse dry, and now they have to wait for the next batch of beer. We've got dead who deserve a decent burial, and a lot of wounded, including one of their lordships. The less the troops grumble, the better off we'll all be. But that's not even the main problem.
What do you mean?
Did you hear what Sir Divish was saying to Fafar, our master builder?
I heard some of it.
And what did you make of it?
He said he'd never built a trebuchet catapult. I wouldn't even know where to start, but he might.
But, if it'll take him as long as he said, we can't wait until Judgment Day. We don't have that much time.
I'll try to ask him if I can help in some way.
You should definitely do that. Without a trebuchet, we're much too weak.
How are you faring, Sir Robard?
How do you think I'm faring, lad? There's some cutthroat thug lolling about in my bed at the castle.
Well, at least no one's raised Talmberg.
Not so far. Though we may end up doing it ourselves to smoke the bastard out.
I imagine Sir Divish isn't taking it too well.
And why do you think he handed command over to me? But it pains my heart too. That place is my home.
What's the easiest way to take back Talmberg?
The easiest way? Call in the Royal Army and leave it to them. But there's no Royal Army to help us now, and we can't afford to wait. What's more, we don't want to destroy the castle. Personally, I'd like to return to it.
Repairing the castle would be expensive.
And time-consuming. No trebuchet is wholly on target. The missiles fly as they please. And if we blast the castle to pieces and Sigismund comes back, he'll make short work of us.
And what about the walls? Which side is the most vulnerable?
The south and east are solid. It would be useless to try anything there.
It's best defended from the north, and as for the west...
From the west is where we tried it, and got royally fucked, if you recall. But I think in the end we'll try that way again, only this time we'll do it better.
Do you think Sigismund will come back?
How do I know what's in his head? But if he doesn't take advantage of this chaos, someone else probably will. The whole country will know about it soon enough.
I'd never have thought so many people were keeping an eye on Talmberg. Like that fellow Havel.
Not only Talmberg, and we've left precious few men in Ratai. If we're defeated here, who's to stop them from pillaging the whole province? And there's no shortage of power-hungry bastards like Havel and Toth in Bohemia.
Is there some way we can get through the gate?
There are steps from the gate up to the walkway on the battlements, and I don't know how Istvan's covering them. Then there's the portcullis to get through. A big battering ram might breach it, but how could you get one that close? I reckon we'll have to set fire to it.
Stuck up brushwood and light it?
Brushwood, timber, anything that burns, soaked in as much pitch as possible. The local charcoal burners surely have some.
And even if it doesn't burn the gate right down, it'll weaken it and make it easier to break through.
Exactly.
好，做完了吗？
Pity they didn't...
Toth is a wily fox.
跳过了，不小心。那算了。
Is there anything else I can help with?
Well, we need some pitch. I know you had dealings with the charcoal burners.
I've met a few, true enough.
Then have a look around the area. If you manage to find any pitch, bring it to our quartermaster in the camp at the quarry.
军需官，我不想找他，找他。
Greetings.
Sir Robard sent me to you. He said you have to build a trebuchet.
Indeed. A trebuchet that can smash the walls of Talmberg. I, a mining engineer. What do I know of war machines? I'll never manage it on my own.
Well, I'd like to help you, but how? I don't know anything about trebuchets either.
Actually, there is a way you could help. Conrad Kieser came to Sasso recently. If you could get him to come here, it would save my skin.
Conrad Kieser? Who's he?
He's a scholar who studied medicine, but he also designed siege engines. He even took part in the siege of Nicopolis, together with Sigismund.
He was with Sigismund?
It's not so straightforward. They quarrelled after the battle, after Conrad blamed their defeat on Sigismund.
I don't suppose he took that too well.
Quite. That's what led to Conrad being banished from Prague and making a base at Bethlen Castle.
Banished? Like a common criminal?
He was a member of the court and a doctor and a master engineer, so nothing quite that bad befell him. I've even heard he has a whole host of wise men with him and they're writing some book together.
What's he doing here in Sasau?
They sent him over here to help with building the monastery. No doubt they had to pay handsomely to get him.
And how am I supposed to get him here? Abduct him?
Well, only if all else fails. We need his cooperation. Try having a word with him. By all accounts, he hates Sigismund.
All right, I'll do what I can.
Thank you, Henry. Maybe we will build that trebuchet after all.
那么我们剪辑。
Be a bit more careful.
我知道你们会吐槽一个问题：白天拿火把没毛病啊，对不对
What can I do for you?
How are we doing with the food?
Who wants to know? One of their lordships?
No, I just wondered if there was anything you're short of.
Oh, I see.
Yes, I've heard something like that.
I'll say. Every other man's moaning on about it. The gamekeepers are doing all they can, but they can't keep up. So if you know how to help them out, bring it right here. I'll take care of the rest.
Fine, I'll keep that in mind. Do we have any beer?
Christ, I wish we did. Our ale's all gone and we've drained the local inn dry.
That's bad news.
Don't I know it? You can't go and catch a beer in the woods either. But if you happen to know about some, let's hear it. News like that'd refresh me almost as much as a drink. And the lads, too.
那你为什么脸那么脏？工程师的话，我记得是在这里，没错。我们估计要这样子直接上去。
Oh, come on. What are you trying? Good day to you.
Is this where Conrad Kieser lives?
Indeed. The world-renowned Conrad Kieser.
I need to speak to him.
Oh, really? Whatever for?
新运来的武器。
I need to talk about a shipment of new weaponry for the custodian.
Oh, really? What kind of new weaponry?
From the Steelmasters of Solingen.
What? The fucker makes so much that he can afford weaponry like that. But why upset myself? Go ahead and visit the wastrel. Here's the key.
So fucking easy.
You look bored.
Beyond tears.
How can you be bored here in Sasau? In such a holy place, filled with knowledge.
Don't even talk to me about it. They won't let you touch the books. They don't want to talk to you. And when I wanted to look at the remains of St. Procopius, at least, they ran me off.
好，拜拜。
Well, they say there's not much left of poor Procopius.
What's that got to do?
I'm not blaming you. Folk were even taking
那
relics
等我
away
跳
from
过好
St.
不好？我
Procopius
是
cave for
担心
protection
这个内
before.
容不是
Now no one's
没
allowed
有，
in there.
就是无关紧要的。
I'm sorry, I can't.
I know.
我是可以帮他，但这是支线，没有任何意义，所以我也没必要帮。
Enter. Huh? By the horn of Joshua, you startle me. I thought you were urban. What do you want?
What do you want? I love you.
Sir, Tobias Fafar, the master builder and engineer from Skalitz, sends his greetings.
Fafar? Tobias Fafar? I've heard of him. He invented an interesting mining machine. What does he need?
Sir, have you heard what's been going on in Talmberg?
I've heard a thing or two. Is it true the castle's been taken?
It has, and we want to take it back. Master Fafar has been given the task of building a trebuchet, but he's not sure he can manage it.
I doubt it myself. Building siege engines is an entirely different kettle of fish than mining. Damn, I'd like to rain some boulders on those heathens of Sigismund's. But that can't be done with a quill and parchment, and I can't leave here right now.
我会想办法带。
I'll try and find some way of getting you out of here.
Look here, I don't want any trouble. You better talk to Karal, the master builder.
You really can't come with me right away?
Damn, I'd like to rain some boulders on those.
Why can't you leave?
That's a long story. I was a little, more than a little, critical of Sigismund's efforts at Nicopolis. And it might surprise you to know, after that defeat, he didn't particularly appreciate my criticism. Then, when Sigismund abducted the king, I didn't feel too secure in Prague, so I left. Perhaps left is the wrong word. Some might say I was banished. In any case, I went to Bettlern Castle.
They locked you up in Bettlern?
Not quite. It's a royal castle. They leave me to my own devices there. Frankly, this so-called banishment has been a bit of a blessing. I have peace and quiet to attend to my opus and a band of able assistants. Although I have lost quite a few of my patrons thanks to all this unrest.
太爽了，还行。
And why are you here in Sassar?
To be honest, I need the money.
Money, sir? You don't seem like a man who lives in want.
Dear me, no. I don't need it to support myself. It's to fund my opus. That's why I agreed to help with the construction of the monastery. So you see, I can't simply take my leave.
What is it you're working on, sir?
Belli Fortis. A great book of war machines and weapons. My opus magnum, my legacy. All you have seen here are but snippets of my great work. Mark my words. One day, our whole world will be run by machines and inventions not yet dreamed of.
Of course. Any day now, they'll plough our fields and milk our cattle.
What did you say?
Oh, nothing. Just thinking aloud about things for battle. Could I help you escape, perhaps?
Who says I want to?
But you said you couldn't leave, sir.
Young man, I can't leave because I gave my word I'd help with the building of the monastery here. And my word is my bond. I have no intention of sneaking away like some criminal.
OK，
Thanks for the chat, sir. Could I not just pay off the master builder for your services?
I doubt it. Carol is only interested in the construction. As long as he has the money to pay the craftsman's wages, that's all he needs.
Ah, as long as he has enough for wages, you say?
Yes, what are you thinking?
Couldn't Carol be persuaded somehow? After all, the defence of the province is at stake.
I realize that, but Sassar Monastery has always kept its neutrality. What's more, the abbot isn't here at present, and without his permission, Carol won't be persuaded. But I might have another idea.
I don't want...
那么这个任务的话，大概是这么一回事儿了。我们需要去酒馆里骗钱、骗吃、骗喝。Damn you！ 我就猜这个人在这里。那么接下来要去酒馆跟那个谁呀？我不认识了，又忘记了。跟他去摇骰子，把他的钱都赢过来就好了。赢过来之后，就所有的事情都会按照主线一样运作。我们支线就不去做了，好吧？ 毕竟这些支线做和不做都没有影响我们最终的目的。但所以说那个牧师居然不来帮我的，这两个废物还一直在那门口坐着。哎呀，我。你倒是看我呀
I hope I can be of some hum.
！Shut the fuck up！
I hear you like to play dice.
Always.
Those are my last goddamn groschen.
怪我喽！但是你可以把它拿
I
回去
just。realised, without that money, you'll be short of coin for Conrad's wages, won't you?
You fucker.
哇，
What a shame. But I'll gladly give you your money back.
What?
If you allow Conrad a short sabbatical in Talmberg.
That's what you had up your sleeve from the very beginning.
Agreed then?
I'll give you 1 week.
No chance， no chance， no chance。What the fuck 耶！我明明是光明正大的赢了他的钱啊，好吧，光明正大。那么他居然好意思说这是我剩下的所有的钱啊？那么您老人家说的话才真有趣啊。那么你的钱是钱，我的钱不是钱啊！你没能力赢我，还他妈要的怪我没给你钱是吧？这不逗我吗？说了一句这既是我所有的钱，然后我就还给你吗？天真的孩子，不是你有利用价值，这50块钱我还都不给你呢。No chance！ 想当初我跟他谈判的时候，还一直不肯，给他100块钱都不肯，那还真没办法，那我1分也不发。I know.
They're after me! Sweet Jesus, I knew this day would come!
What? Who is? Carol said you can leave and...
Leave? I can't even set foot outside the door! Not now!
Please, calm down and tell me what's going on.
They're after me!
What makes you think someone's after you?
When I was on my way to Sassau, I saw Baron Pekar in Kosterlitz. He was with Sigismund on the crusade, as was I. Now I've been told he was seen at the local tavern. And a stranger's been creeping around the gardens here late at night. My God, there are signs someone was trying to force the door. They're after me, Henry. The Lord preserve me. They want to kill me.
Who? Who's after you?
Sigismund's people, of course.
Why would they be after you?
Because he's never forgiven my criticisms of Nicopolis. Now he's decided to pay me back. What am I to do?
我先去了解一下好了。
Take it easy. If someone's after you, I'll see to him. I'll have a sniff around the town or lie in wait for him.
I don't know. What if he sneaks past you?
He won't, I promise. I'll hide in the garden, and if anyone starts creeping around after dark, I'll catch him.
You will, won't you? Good, good. And be sure to hide well. If he sees you, he won't come.
他这封信我不能拿得起来吗 ？Fuck you, man！ 那么这个混账大概是在客栈里。我的小地图所显示的任务。 好，等到了这个早上，我们看到了这个扑街仔在这里吃饭。那么我们也先吃一会儿饭，再跟他聊。他这套衣服还挺别致的嘛。哎，别走，别慌啊，别慌。
I'm honored that you should come to me.
Would you be Master Paycar?
I would. With whom do I have the pleasure?
Henry, of Skalitz.
And what do you want from me, Henry of Skalitz?
To ask why you've come to Sasau.
An interrogation, then, I see. On business, of course.
And who is it you're doing business with?
Why don't you ask about my mistresses instead? My trade partners are my own private concern.
Stay away from Master Keyser.
Keyser? Conrad Keyser? Why should I want anything to do with him?
So he doesn't need to worry about you?
Worry? Good Lord, no. Why, we were friends.
We were friends.
Right, that'll be everything.
As the master...
一个商人还带一把剑，你真当我是二货？没关系，等一下就来一个瓮中捉鳖。那么我们先去跟那个回报一下话，结果我发现似乎并不能跟他对话，那么我就选择了网上来直接抓这个所谓的刺客。而这个刺客，我大概猜想的话，12点左右他应该快过来了。那么他究竟会在哪里呢？我来找找哈。我在想，这个刺客应该在我后面才对，不在我前面。这里怎么会有人挖的坑？这搞不好是先杀了人之后把他埋在这里，然后搞一个失踪。
Nothing. I'm not doing anything here. And I'm certainly not taking anything from the site. Nor anything from the church. No.
你说什么
God
呢
be？ with you.
我后面那个人想走，那么我们先跟着他，看他能做什么，对不对？
I'll get you. Just you wait.
我看他能耍什么花样。
Bloody thing. Bloody thing.
我开不了是吗？那么我们来好好聊一聊吧。
Halt! What are you doing here?
Quiet, for God's sake. You'll wake the whole monastery.
Silence! For God's sake, I caught you in the middle of an assassination attempt.
Assassination? What are you on about?
You told me to my face you were here purely for business, that Master Keyser had no reason to fear you, and then I catch you sneaking up to his door.
Keyser? He's living here in the monastery?
Well, yes. Right here in this house. What's your business here?
It's all a terrible mistake. I've a long-standing arrangement with the custodian here, Sir Sebastian von Berg. I supply him with salt and spices, and I've come to realize how he's been cheating me repeatedly. The dispute's been running for a while and still has legs. So I wanted my money back, that's all. I've no quarrel with Conrad.
I'm not trust you.
I don't believe a word you say.
Well, sorry, but I'm telling the truth. I suppose there's nothing to be done about it, unless you intend to skewer me on the spot. But if it will help you sleep better, I'll stop creeping around here at night and find some other way to deal with the custodian.
我他妈会相信你这个老扑街的狗逼？你能跑在天涯海角啊？ 我今天不杀了你是有鬼了，告诉你。不行，我要拔刀，居然不能直接把他打晕，那没办法了。Yes 呀，2跪板。Fuck you, man. 就你这三脚猫，还想随别人做刺客？你怕不是失了智？我感觉带这个比较好一点。三脚猫的人还想随别人做刺客，这过分了啊 ！I not trust you, you fucking bitch。说的话真的跟个真的似的。我还真被他骗过一次，天哪，真的被骗过一次。不然我怎么可能会这么生气？天哪，这个狗贼真的是一个戏精，你知道吧？这个 bitch， 明明有这个卫兵在那里，他还敢进来，我就看不懂了。而且你怎么能睡得这么安稳 ？You fucking asshole！
Well, did you find anyone?
I did.
And?
I'm
He's
kill
dead.
you.
He was an assassin, all right.
Lord have mercy. Was it Pekar?
It was. He made excuses about a conflict with Sir Sebastian, but it was clear what he meant to do.
So they are after me. I knew it. Sweet Jesus, there'll be more. I need to hide away somewhere.
Come to Talmberg. You'll be surrounded by a whole garrison there.
Yes. Yes, I suppose that does make sense. Thank you, Henry. I'm in your debt. We'll meet at Talmberg.
I feel quite hungry.
I fuck you're hungry. 那么他现在是要启程走过去了。我要看一下任务行程，好吧？这可选，那我就不选了。我们要先去找这个，把这个燃眉之急完成了之后，那么我们就可以开始我们的主线了。
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
A well-chosen site. You want to strike the gate, do you?
True. We don't want to do more damage than necessary.
I quite understand. Sir Toth is holed up there, is he?
Just so, Master Conrad. I hear you have some accounts to settle with him.
Ah, not entirely. I've done with him. Sigismund trusted him more than me in his campaign against the Ottomans, and we all know how that ended up.
How did it end up?
Badly, my lord. The flower of French knighthood was slain there. Sigismund fled for his life, and I did too, I must confess.
Be assured we shall not make the same mistake here. We do not intend to starve them into submission, but to break down the gate.
I am at your service, my lords. We will build the trebuchet quickly. It will be ready in a matter of days. And I can supply, for example, Roquetta to sweep the foe from the battlements.
Roquetta? I do not believe I've heard of such a term.
Roquetta are missiles filled with black powder with a touch hole at the bottom to ignite it. They shoot forward, something like a hand cannon, but without rocks. The rocket is the missile.
I see. But we don't have black powder in these parts. Nor cannon.
Indeed. It should have occurred to me. But I am very fond of Roquetta, and I always think what Alexander the Great might have accomplished with them. I understand. We find ourselves in a conventional situation that demands a conventional solution.
I'm still hoping that Toth will see sense and parley with us.
He may well do so, especially when we set up the trebuchet on his doorstep.
Bless you.
I came to an agreement with Conrad.
He's already here. You wouldn't believe how clever that fellow is. Now we really will build that trebuchet. That I guarantee you.
Glad I could be of service.
I'm truly grateful to you. And the men will be too when the assault starts. Fine work. You've certainly saved many lives. I probably shouldn't, but go and have a look in my trunk. You might find something there you can use.
Thank you.
我把我这个头帽给弄掉吧，哎，这样就爽快多了。啊，算了，他的箱子其实也不太需要了，所以说是一个头盔，还有一个手套，但手套还挺漂亮的。那么我们先跟他聊一下天。
Greetings. What do you need?
How do you like it here, Master Keezer?
It's quite satisfactory. Indeed, it's more than satisfactory. I have to commend Master Fayfar for his diligent supervision of the construction work. His extensive knowledge of mechanics is proving most useful. He has the makings of quite a competent siege master.
I don't think he's yearning to become one. His life's mission has been to manage the mines.
We'll see if he feels the same after he has a crack at firing our trebuchet. It's a sight to knock the wind out of any man, especially if he's standing too close.
You're a physician too, are you not, Master Keezer?
Indeed. I served as physician at several courts.
Could you take a look at our wounded? Or just Sir Divish?
I can attend to Sir Divish, certainly, but I don't have time to tend the rest. The trebuchet construction keeps me fully occupied.
I understand. I'll try and get someone else then. But I'd be glad if you'd attend to Sir Divish.
Certainly. I'll be there as soon as I have a moment.
OK， 那么我们找戴卫士聊天，我都是用走的这个混账，来聊呗。
The Lord be praised. What brings you?
How do you like Master Keezer, Sir Divish?
How do I like him? As if it's not enough to hurl giant boulders at my castle, he wants to throw kegs of gunpowder.
I understand, but he has to do something.
Those boulders could hit my wife, and if they don't get her, the gunpowder could burn her to death along with Sir Radzig.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry. I know how you feel. I feel much the same. When we're done, what state will my castle be in? What will I do if the worst happens? Enough of that. Better to spend my time in prayer than worry.
没事儿，不应该可以直接触发剧情了吗？就是他造那个工程兵器的。已经建好了，这些人动手能力为什么也太强了？
Now, let's see how strong those walls are.
Let it rip!
That was just the first shot. The trebuchet has to be calibrated. That's perfectly normal. I'll have the range in no time.
所以说还要等他校正。哦不，这只是调一下角度，然后估计现在还是这样子。
Move! Move! God damn it, I have to get to Sir Divish! Sir! They're coming. There's no time.
Someone bring water. Breathe, man. You'll be all right. Who's coming?
There's an army on the way. And they're carrying the colors
of Havel Medic of Valdek, and they're very close.
Havel Medic. He's surely not coming to help us.
Not that bastard. I have a score to settle with him. Gentlemen, Toth's reinforcements are about to descend on us.
That swine.
How many men?
We don't know exactly, but there are many, and they will probably be here by dawn.
So soon? How is it that we knew nothing about this before?
The whole land is in chaos. It's a wonder we can find out anything at all.
If they attack from the rear,
we'd be finished, just as Toth has been planning.
The sneaky
weasel.
He's been one step ahead of us the whole time.
Not this time, though.
What are you thinking?
Robard, how do you think the weather will be tomorrow?
Well, sir, if my joints don't deceive me, and they rarely do, it'll rain. It'll rain buckets.
Here. We'll make a stand here, I and Radzig's men. You will wait until they charge us, and then strike them from the rear. Here and here. If we succeed, we'll have it over and done with before they notice anything in Townburg.
It might just work. But we'll have to leave someone in the encampments in case they do come out of Talberg.
A few men will be all I need.
Well, that depends on whether you can hold out. We don't even know how many there are.
We will hold out.
I'll give the orders to my men.
We will be ready.
My part in the battle, sir. I wanted to go with the Skalitz men.
I need more than that from you.
More, sir?
If we can't hold out at the quarry, we're finished. You, I, Hanish, and Radzik. And since Hanish is commanding the flank attack, Radzik is captive and I'm wounded, Captain Robard will be leading on the field.
Of course. Who better?
There's no question Robard's a good commander. But many of the men will be from Skalitz. We need someone there who knows them and has their respect.
Sir?
I mean you, Henry.
But that is... Sir, do you really think I'm someone the men could look up to?
Henry, if it weren't for you, we wouldn't even be here today. And everyone knows that. Except you, it seems. In the battle, you and a group of Skalitz men will be concealed in the woods over the road.
But sir, I think I should...
Quiet! Don't underestimate the task I'm setting you. You'll have to keep nervous men on a short rein and not attack too soon. And then conduct the attack on the rear so fiercely and quickly that the foe has no chance to react. If the line should start to break, we need someone with their head firmly on their shoulders to keep control of the men.
Very well, sir.
That's what I like to hear. When you're ready, go and join the Skalitz men. They'll be mustering in the woods above the road to Rete.
找到戴卫士，了解你要防守战术吗？干什么？这根本就不是我找他，直接就跟我说好了。
If you thought you'd be spending the whole siege sitting on your horses playing dice and swilling ale, you were sadly mistaken. Havel Medic is bearing down on us with his...
Hold! Hold!
我有望远镜吗？我想看一下。
Easy, easy.
他们都有口号的都。
Easy.
哦，这人太多了。
Not yet.
These peasants. Look at their armor.
Just a little longer.
Fuck, there's a lot of them.
Damn it! They were expecting us! First troops to the bridge!
My God.
Break through! Vanguard! To the left! And the rest, come with me! We'll flank the bastards!
谁在说话？等等，我先把这个去掉，然后 Let's do it.
At them! Charge! Grind those
Drive
horses into the dirt!
Oh fuck you, man! Oh no 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 no! 糟糕，我被打了头。 Finish him！ 别慌，别慌，别慌！他先攻击还是我的 fuck 哟，居然还能强行锁敌，有点伤，好吧，没带手铐，在后面偷。拜年大剑法，因为就是掉帧了。太阳北北，这么小，全身绑甲的事情不到底。别！至于我偷袭天下人，还有天下人偷袭我，后面有人，后面有国打。人太多了，疯狂掉帧了。拜年大剑法，哎，格挡，捅，哇，捕贼反击我这样。还有哇，这高，这操作了不得。混账真的是让人受不了。好像可算是加载好了。这时候我应该是要搜刮这些人的装备才对，不过我现在不需要，因为装备我都不喜欢。那么我们可以打谁呢？前面这个直接打。fuck you！ 你居然敢挡你哥！百年大剑法参上，哎，没中，哎，稍微再找哈。拜年大剑法，然后拜年吐赤。死伤有些惨重啊。
Here's their leader.
What? This boy?
You should show a little more respect, Divish. You'll need it when you kneel before Istvan.
Oh, now the pup shows his teeth.
Istvan, you say? Not Sir Istvan? Or Lord Toth? Just how intimate are the two of you?
I know him. He's Eric, Toth's captain and right-hand man.
Finally, some good news. Shackle him and guard him closely.
Those bastards want to destroy our trebuchet.
我操！我现在骑不了马，只能通过用跑的过去。那我不能看后面了，看后面的话会掉帧啊。我只需要跟他们单挑就行了。但是我还是忍不住会回头看一下。结果是走错路了。哎，这里有个野生的笨马，能骑吗？奥莱纳，你这不是我一开始做的那个笨马吗？但是你怎么能不让我骑呢？反正这个游戏我最喜欢的就是那种战争题材，对吧？像这种中世纪的，或者三国战记那种，有士兵跟着，那是最好的。我要求不高啊，4个左右吧，4个小兵跟着我，可能看主要1挑3了，来吧。背 fuck you man stupid。1挑3这个算什么？哎，没锁定，算什么？来，先攻击我，别慌，在这种没有掉帧的情况下，你凭什么让我慌？背，朝后面来人， 呀西呀，2倍半，剩下他一个了，人都是我的，你们谁都不许抢，不许抢。好，喂，为什么回头走？我们走错路了。没有，我们是走这里的。对对对。他们其实也不用跟来的，我一个人去决定搞定东西。还有人，不管他，我们只需要赶紧上去。但是那里冒青烟了，就冒青烟这个东西。不会吧？已经没了？不可能！就算我待1个月出来，不，就是我脱菜喵的10几个小时，这个东西也不会被拆掉。就是这意思。因为你看他们才刚打，等到我来了你才打，你这是在玩我呀！2连击，2连击杀，3连击，3连胜击，啊！我操！哦呦，这家伙居然穿着衣服，跟我差不多。3连击杀，拜年小剑法，哎，格挡，然后爆头一击，没中，没办法，没中又怎样？老子拜年大剑法还是可以用的，突刺也是可以用的。这家伙衣服居然跟我一样 ！What？ 为什么你居然穿着全身金灿灿的衣服？我要扒了你的衣服先！咸鱼突刺，3连小击破，人头。哎呀，这弟妹在逗我，还没把他打死。战斗的场地你知道吧？不怎么掉帧，所以我可以大声。其实我总感觉他这个老头穿的铠甲搭配还挺好的，我想穿他这个。看谁穿的都是很帅气、很漂亮，就是看自己很挫。
Well,
the damage isn't too serious.
so we can shoot.
Not just yet.
Sir, what are we waiting for?
You've heard his threats, Robard. Do you want him to kill Radzik and my wife? We have to consider all our options.
And it would be a shame to destroy the castle, too. But how do we get that rat out of there?
Sir, I might have a solution. What about exchanging hostages? He was the captain at Vranjik, and he brought Istvan's reinforcements here. He seems to be on very, intimate terms with Toth. He might be able to tell us something. And he might even be as valuable to his lord as Lady Stephanie and my father are to us.
You're your father's son, by God.
You're a godsend, lad. You're right. We'll interrogate this whore, son, and then decide what to do next. Come to my tent when you've rested.
Well now, Eric. It is Eric, isn't it? Looks like the boot's on the other foot this time, doesn't it?
Fuck you.
You need to change your tone. If you start being nice, you might just come out of this alive. So now I'll ask you a few questions, and you better think carefully about how you answer them.
嗨，接下来我这个数值比他高太多了，来吧。
How did you meet him?
He killed my parents.
What? Toth killed your parents?
You could never understand. They were weak. Istvan strong. He took better care of me than any father.
Who does he take his orders from?
Are you stupid? He works for Sigismund.
的确有点蠢，但这个时间他出来我就点了嘛。
He's the one who'll string you all up from the trees.
这个没办法，我居然忘记嗑药了。
How many men does he have in the castle?
Enough to thrash you all.
What is he after?
For you to die.
Listen to me. Toth has hostages in the castle, and we have you. So, how about an exchange?
Do you take him for a fool? Do you really think he'd give up the only thing he has that stops you from attacking? He'll never accept an exchange.
You better pray he will, for your own sake. Because once we attack, you'll be worthless to us. And what do you suppose will happen to a worthless bandit? I won't waste any more time on you. You could have saved yourself, but apparently you value your master's skin more than your own.
I don't need to save myself. Istvan will save me. And he'll kill every last one of you.
Why should he save you? He'll sacrifice you, just like everyone in Vranyik and Pribyslavitz. You're nothing but a common bandit.
You don't know anything. He'll come for me, and anyone who lays a finger on me will pay dearly.
Now I'm curious. Why would he care that much about you? Could it be your lovers?
You'd never understand.
For a while there, I thought we'd get nothing out of him. But in the end, he spilled his guts.
I thought you were much too easy on him. But it seems your approach was the right one. Well done, lad. Anyway, it's clear that young fellow is no ordinary brigand.
什么叫愚忠？
And he believes
这不很好
Tom
吗？
cares about him. We'll just have to see if the bastard cares as much about him as Divish does about his wife and you about your father.
哇，这些钱都是送的真他喵的好爽，但是我没得用了，没用了，你知道吧？没用了。
Well, Divish, I think the time has come to find out just how much Toth values our hostage. Do you want to parley with him yourself?
I think I'll leave that to you, Hamish.
So be it. I'll do my utmost. Bring the hostage below the battlements.
Sir Istvan!
What is it? Did our neighbourly visit catch you unprepared?
A little, but we've settled in nicely. And this fellow is enjoying our company so much, we simply can't get rid of him. It seems we are in similar situations. Perhaps it's time to send our respective guests home.
Not a chance.
Do you take me for a fucking fool?
Be warned. If anything happens to Eric, I'll let every manjack here have his way with this bitch, and I'll dice Kobila into goulash meat.
Nobly spoken, your grace. But for all I know, you may have done that already.
Divish, I'm sorry.
Greetings, friends. Fear not, Lord Toth is treating us like royalty.
They're unharmed, as you can see. But don't try any tricks, or they won't be for long, Hanush.
It seems your lord doesn't place any great value in you, boy. Go to hell. I'm sorry. It looks like it's not going to be that easy.
Well, at least we know they're alive. I didn't expect much of it anyway.
He won't harm them as long as we have this fellow.
怎么可能会直接把人质放了，对吧？这明显就是保命的一个最终的底牌。
What do you suggest?
I'd say we have no choice but to attack.
It's a great risk, Robard, with Stephanie and Radzig inside.
I know how you feel, sir, but Toth is no fool. They are his last safeguard. He will do nothing to harm them until he is sure of victory.
Would you be saying that if it were your wife inside?
Or your father?
Well, let me point out that we have no choice anyway. We don't have enough supplies to keep men here for weeks, while gangs of brigands and Sigismund's army roam the countryside. Toth won't agree to an exchange, and even if he did, we'd have to let him go. With all his men, he'd be a thorn in our sides till Judgment Day.
Sir, a message has arrived.
What is it?
Margrave Jobst is approaching with his retinue and wants to speak with you.
Jobst, you say? All right.
What is he doing here?
Who's Jobst?
Jobst of Luxembourg is cousin to King Wenceslaus and Sigismund. He's the Margrave of Moravia.
Only a year ago, he was collaborating with Sigismund and the League of Lords. He betrayed King Wenceslas and his ally Procop. Now, he's changed sides, appointed himself the leader of the rebellion against Sigismund, and wants to liberate Wenceslas.
Whichever way the wind blows.
Nevertheless, it seems the decision is made for us. We don't want Jobst camping with us in front of our own castle like a band of gypsies.
I'm afraid you're right, Hanish. All right. We'll let the men rest a while and then attack. Come to me when everything is ready.